Hey folks, welcome back to Bell 410 Minutes Chainsaws. You're back with your host Nick the Forster, and tonight we are back rocking and rolling on our Mcculloch Super Pro 81 rebuild. As you can see, I've gone ahead and done a few things. Put that back up. Did put our top kind of cover on, put a new boot on, got our boot to tank connector on there. What else I do? Went ahead and blocked off the exhaust from where you pressure test it in a minute, and that's about what I've done now. We're about to put our rear mount on real quick. Just gonna use this old one I found. It's not great, but it's not a great saw either. I've got some really good mounts for a really nice saw, and this isn't one of them. So these will make it for now. They're not awful, but they're not good. Let's see. And yeah, we're about to get her back going. So let me go ahead, grab a little grease. I always like to grease these up pretty good. That way we know they get a fairly decent seal. Nice little coating of grease. Ain't gonna hurt none. Alright, guess we need to go ahead and put this guy on. We'll run it. So which side? Is it that side? Yeah. Okay. Forget this. I don't remember if this mount came out of this saw or if it came out of another one. Came out. It might have come out. No, this one was broken. Come out of another saw. Alright, that's gonna be 10mm, I think. Or at least close enough to it. That'll work. There we go. Why do you want to go in crooked? Now, this thing offset a little bit. What's our bolt crooked? Can't tell if our bolt's crooked or not. Let's see if she'll start going down for us. It may not. In this case, and we'll figure something else out. We got plenty of bolts for these, so that ain't no issue. What you just try to strip out for us. Hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like we're not catching, so we may have to loosen this guy up just a touch. I think I just greased it. Appears that way. Yeah, we'll have to loosen it up just a touch. That way we can get that guy where she needs to go. So, see about loosening that guy back up just a little bit. That way we can get this started, then we'll put her back down. I think that's got her started. Let's make sure. Saws like these really rough ones, I'm not going in and putting a whole lot of money or new nice parts at them just because they're not, sorry, they're just not worth it. Come on. Can't tell if this thing's starting or not. Hard to tell. That's the bolt that goes down in there because that's what come out of it. Are you not wanting to start now? Where do we need to send you? Sometimes you'll get these that are real difficult, like this one's being. I think we got it going now. Yep, we do. All right, let's get that lock back to the back. fold her in like that. Go ahead and start, get her most of the way down, then we'll lock her back down. There we go. All right, slot these back down again. That one's nice and tight. That one's nice and tight. All right. Go ahead and start this guy now. Then we gotta pull our bolts back out of our tank. That whole ordeal. That should be about tight enough. Yeah, that's pretty tight. All right. Clean out these bolt holes. So I know they'll be good. Let's see. Grab her tank. Go ahead, set her kind of back like that. Grab her tank. She looks pretty darn clean. Could try to clean it up just a touch more. I'll pull that old line off. Make sure she's pretty flat. That way she can get a good seal. Yeah, we're gonna pull this. This thing's about shot. Let's go ahead and pull it off. Get my pliers out, grab it. This thing ain't nothing but gum. The thing's turned into straight gum. That's all that is. I got a halfway decent one on here now. Make sure there's nothing on our grease that's gonna hold us up. Gotta put our oil push rod back in here. Gotta remember how it goes. Sit, not, sit. Always get them mixed up. I think it goes something like that. Something like that. I said, always get them mixed up. So, put you back down in there. Come on. Very nice, woman. Something like that. Then, let's go ahead, just so it'll be easier, I'll put this guy on the tank side. Just because I know it'll be easier. And that should be fine, the kill switch. If not, always pull it back off. Well, I guess I did pull these back out. I don't remember pulling them out. I'll have to see if I put them down in my box. If not, that's going to be a little difficult. Just a touch. Just a titch difficult. Did I get that, bend this thing up? Why's it acting like that? Might have got a little bent up. We shall see. But gotta get her down in there first. Okay. That can go like so. Then it's the fun of getting this into place. Go like that. Then kick her up. Put this side in. Something like that. As long as that's still down in there, it is. That's good. decent for what it is. Gotta find those bolts. Set y'all down in here. Let's see what I got. Pull y'all out. So y'all should be in here. Let me look at my box real quick. There's one. There's the other. Put that down there for now. Oh, I guess I do need our other bolts. That guy for the rear. There are two fronts, two rears, and then we'll have to get our plate up here. But we just want to see how it's gonna do for a pressure test. So we're not really gonna be locking it down or nothing. And yeah, this one does not have the safety guard on it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Get these lined up. Helps when your mounts aren't all blown out like these are. They're doing all right. They doing all right. Ain't gotta tighten it up, yep. So we still gotta do the back, and we gotta make sure our boot, intake boot, gets evened up. This one's a little tight. That should loosen up for us. Yeah, it's getting looser. She must have some crud off in it. Just a little crud, just a little crud. If y'all ever do come across a good double Eagle 80, please let me know. I'd love to know. Love to have one. Some of them right now are a little high for my blood, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'll come across one that's in the price range I'm willing to spend on them. Then we can get this one started right here. Let's see what I do with that socket. I don't know. Let's do with it. I just had it right here. There we go. Yep, I got able to get this one started. And then we're going to have to push this one over just a little bit, just because it's not really where it needs to be. It's always a little fun. There she is. Grab a flathead and push that mount over just a titch. Something like that. That should be close. Oh, come on, we about had it right there. Nope. It's one thing when you mess with blown out what's it called? It's be a little tricky to get them lined back up. Needs to go like right there. So I'm going to set this down and then give her a push to where she lines up. There she be. Right about there. Let's see what we can. Ain't gonna work. May have to start off with this side. Get her to come over, or gotta pull it a little bit this way so we get her started. So, moral of the story is, don't use wore out mounts if you want your stuff to line up easy. Or if you're like me, don't save junk mounts. I think we're just spinning. Be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, we are. You just a spinning. Come on. Let's see. You're right there. Come on. You really not line up for me? Might have to loosen that other side back up. That's what we'll do. We'll loosen this side up some. See if we can get this other one started. Then we'll go back. It feels like it started. Let's see. Definitely doing something. Let's see how she did there. Yep, got her there. Alright, now comes the fun. Getting our adapter or our boot guide come up here and seal. Gotta make sure our boot gets where it needs to go. Looks like we're good there, and we're a little pinched up back in here so we can get it to go up in place. That's where it's gonna bite us, having these really blown out mounts. Trying to get her all up there. Alright. Sorry. Got acorns and whatnot falling around us. Try and hold that up for a minute. Get one of these screws started. These mounts may be too blown out to where they're unusable because they're going to keep it too far up. But we'll see. Looks like she's in there pretty decent. So we can get the other one start or whatnot. Now looks like she's gonna be still too far down, so I'm gonna have to lift her up or see if we can grab a hold of it. Nope. So here's where the fun comes. We're gonna get kind of up underneath here. Just lift her up without lifting everything else up. Something like that. Alright, got it. No, I've had a lot more trouble doing that than you would think. There we go. Those are nice and tight. She looks like she sealed up pretty decent. Pretty decent at least. I don't know about right there, but right there she did. Might have to play around with it a little bit. Loosen one side. You know how it goes. Alright. Now, you gotta attach that guy down there. Then, gotta have to find a decent stud to put for our block off plate. Oh, it's too wide. I got a few up here. One of these will work halfway decent. That'd be pretty close, I think. Let's see. That'd be pretty close. Alright, now we gotta find a carb that can bolt down there. Let's see what we got over in here. Oh, nope, that's an 81 or 850. Looking for one that ain't got a gasket already on it, which I guess it don't really matter. As long as it puts pressure evenly down on it. Let's see. Let us give her a try. Let's see what she'll do. She may not have enough throw. That thing all the way out. That may screw us up. Let's see. Really need longer bolts for this. Be perfectly honest with you. Alright, that one's in. I gotta get this guy to get in place. Come on. I think we just hit bottom there. Alright, let's see what she'll do. Alright, it's got her fairly well tightened down. Now, need my 8 adapter. Clean it up. Make sure she'll throw it off in here. Threads aren't the greatest in this thing. Say that much. I don't know if you just go right there and stop them. That's odd. That's a little odd, but you never know. That plug wasn't hard to get out, if I remember right. Then I gotta find, oh no, my soapy water's right there. Just goes right there and stops. Let's just barely thread her a little bit. Let's see what she'll do. She just got a little crud. There she goes. There we go. Alright. Now we need this guy. The little adapter. Little adapter line. Which I think that's too small. It's gonna be this line right here. Now I can about guarantee it's not gonna seal somewhere. I can build these things all day long, but they're always gonna leak somewhere. Yeah, we're leaking big time. Big time. I hear it. Let's see. But I bet mine is gonna be probably that seal. Oh no, we're leaking out of our. First, we're leaking square out of our adapter. So let's tighten down that a little bit more. We can get her a seal. We might need a new O-ring. Let's see. If not, I got another thing I can try. Well, we're at least don't believe we're leaking there anymore. Nope. Nope. Nope, wherever we're leaking big time. A lot of these small leaks you won't even catch yet. And go after our typical culprits. See exactly where we're leaking. Sound like we're just leaking square out of the square back in here. We're leaking square out of the oiler. That's a notorious spot. See. Nope, not the oiler. Well, it may be the oiler. Pretty sure I tightened all those down and gave them sealer. So yeah, it's got to be coming out of our oiler. Let's see. Where are you leaking out of? Big leak. Sounds like it's up front. Yep, leaking square. Or do we have a broken oil tank. Alright. We can heavily out of our oiler. It's not up here. We have a clip back there. Try to give her a tighten, see if she does anything, but I don't think she will. She was a little loose. Let's see. See if we can get her to. She's still leaking pretty good. Probably gonna have to do something with that oiler. Yeah, she's leaking pretty bad. Alright. Wasn't expecting that out right out of the gate. Let's see what's going on with her. Yeah, there's all the way out. Also, I think we got a few more. Or maybe I'll find that clip. It goes behind these to help hold them up. Yep, she's got the one bolt. Ooh. She's pretty spongy right there. I'm going to just a touch of ATF on her. Down right through there. Down in some of these holes. That oiler's a little crunchy. Little crunchy. She's coming back up, but not easily. See if we can clean that up. Clean her up a little bit. Come on. Oh, come on. Sometimes you can just get them to come up. Yeah, she's got some junky behind her. Just a little bit of junk behind it. That's not really causing our issue, but it's not going to help the situation. I had to get a little spray to spray down in there to get it to come back up. Where did I set the spray bottle? Trying to get her to come back up. Oh, she don't. There you go. Come on. Come on. gummy up in that bore. See if we can clean her up a little bit. Little gummy. Make sure this thing don't have nothing on top or bottom. I may oil pump gasket. Not, I'll probably find one. See how you'll do now. Luckily, these are pretty easy. Yeah, there she goes. Let me get that to come to life. Throw a little oil on her. She'll come back. That'll come back. But we need to find the little clip that goes behind here. Let's see if I got one of those. Not, I may have to rob it off another saw. A bunch of them. Let's see. There's another oil pump. I need it. Gas cap. Need it. Got all kind of stuff off in here. But I may not have one of those. I just have to try to refit it and see if we can get her sealed. I think that's what we may do, or we may end up using this pump. It's a lot better shape, honestly. And yeah, this one's actually, the other one's actually rebuildable. We may try to give that one a shot, see what she'll do. May just see what she'll do. Come on. Come on out of there. There we go. So this one just got a lot of corrosion in it. Give this other one, it's in a lot better shape, at least so far. Let's see, might steal that wiper out of it though. Set her off down in there, just like so. Just like so. And give her a try at least. She may work well, she may not. No, that might be a different size pump. Oh, there she goes. Oh yeah, much better bore already. All right, let's see how this one will do. So I don't know. May wanna work for us, it may not. But what I will do, just to try, there's some grease on here, all the way around. Throw a good glob of grease on her, all the way around here. Should be pretty good. We'll try to set her back up. Set her back up. See the hole right there. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Get her back started. something right there. Let's see how she does. She looks like she might squeezed out a little bit tight on that side. She still may leak like heck out of there. Don't know. We're gonna try it. See what happens. But she is. She's sealing now. At least kind of. Hey. And it's actually kind of holding pressure. So far we got 10 pounds. Now she is leaking. Where are we leaking? I hear you leaking. I gotta find you. Let's see. Don't appear we're leaking out of our oiler anymore. We are leaking out of that cap, which is typical. Right there. Wow. Really shocked that we're not leaking out of these seals, because if y'all remember, I didn't replace these seals. At least not yet. See where she's still have the oiler cap right here, which I may be able to get that to stop. Oh, she's leaking pretty good out of there, leaking good out of there. Not so much there. Doesn't appear to be leaking anywhere there. Just leaking out of our impulse and what's it called. So if that's the case, let's see what she'll do for a vacuum. That's gonna be the real telltale. She leaks down vacuum very quick, then you got an issue. That means you're getting an air leak. But they're also a lot harder to find unless you got a smoke tester. Alright, we're gonna set her up at, I don't know, 11 pounds right here. Let's see what she does. Give her a couple minutes. See what she leaks down to. I'll be darned if this thing actually seals up the first time. I'll be shocked. I never get these things to seal up the first time. It's crazy that is. I never get that lucky. This might be the first, at least as far as vacuum. Which what you could do for that impulse is you could put like a little band clamp around it, clamp it on that nipple. That'd help a lot. And then the manual oiler, I ain't really came up with a good solution for that. So it looks like we've leaked just a touch. Can't hear if I hear a little leak. Sometimes with a little bit of water you'll hear it spitter and sputter. Yeah, we got a touch of a leak, but like I said, without blocking off this impulse, which I guess I could put a cap on it and tighten down a cap. I might do that. Pull that off there and then figure out, exactly what to do with that guy. I don't know if I should put grease behind it to help seal it for now. But let's see what kind of pressure it will hold. If it'll hold any. It may not. Sometimes it'll suck a little bit through this. Through your oil tube. Yeah, she's leaking down, so we definitely got an air leak somewhere. I mean, from what we can visually see, the impulse and our oiler, manual oiler, is leaking a little bit. I guess I could pop that cap off and throw a little grease behind it. Put it back on. That would probably take care of most of that one. And then for our impulse, we'll have to figure out some way to cap that well, or I have to put a tighter line on it. But you won't really want to put a tighter line on it because it'll restrict your impulse. So, yeah, I hear it leaking. It's just can't tell where we're dropping pressure at, as far as other than that oiler or impulse right now. Guess I could throw a bunch of pressure and see, because it'll start coming out of every which way a channel. Actually not coming out of our, does not appear we're coming out of our oiler anymore. It's our impulse. Now let's see about up in here. So never get that lucky. Never, never. Kid you not. Oh, we're still leaking at this steak-gum. I don't know how to get that thing any tighter, but yeah, we sure enough leaking down there. We're leaking, like I said, at our oiler. But sure enough, we leaking right here still too. So, I'll pop that. Pop it off, see if we can tighten her down anymore. I don't think so. She's pretty darn tight. See if that'll do anything. See if we're still leaking out of there. If that's the case, then we'll have to use some kind of crush washer or something. Oh. Alright, now let's give her another test. Don't look like we're leaking there anymore. Or what's it called really ain't leaking. Hell, that ain't even leaking anymore. Where are we leaking at now? Where are we leaking? I know we'll be leaking somewheres. Maybe a touch out of our oiler now. It looks like just a touch out of our oiler now. Make sure we're not leaking out of this side anywhere. Make sure you aren't leaking out of any of your holes. Wow, the fact that that's still sealing up amazing the hell out of me. Seriously. We're leaking a little bit out of our, what's it called? this hole. So let's tighten her just a titch. See if that helps or hurts. Because it could go either way. Sometimes it'll help it. Sometimes it'll make it worse. For whatever reason. Alright, looks like we're good there. But don't want that going down in the tank. But that'll be fine for now. I'll get that dry back up. Helps when you got a fuel line in there. Now we're not really leaking anywhere that I can hear. Just a titch out of our manual oiler. I think I can fix that. I mean, we're holding pretty decent pressure. All right. Let's see about vacuum again. And she's able to build it pretty quick. See how she holds. There's a lot of playing around with these, seriously. I think I'm joking. To get these guys to seal up, you gotta it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's a lot of that. I'll give her a second, see if she drops any. But if she doesn't, that's pretty impressive, honestly. That it actually seal up halfway decent. Because once you actually prime the oil system, you don't have a leak there. It may suck a little bit, but it's not going to hurt nothing. It's not going to hurt a thing. So far we're holding about 11 pounds. Hasn't dropped yet. We'll give it another minute or so. What else we got on agenda? So I did find a starter cover to use for it. Redid that one in the, I don't think I took a video on it, but I did redo a starter cover for it. It's actually, I think it came off a 1010 or something, but it did have the rear hole, but does not have the, what is it, the bottom hole down here? Yeah, doesn't have the bottom hole up here, so I may drill that. But I did it, but it's good. Redid that one. I had literally junk. I mean, I'm still missing 1 screw up here. But other than that, it should work pretty decent. Better than the other covers I had. That's one thing I'm starting to really run out of is body parts. Such as clutch covers, starter covers. What else? That's the main things. I got tanks, got a few engines, really cylinders and oil tanks. I've got some rods, some cranks, pistons, and we'll have to source some pistons. What else? I've got mufflers. I got a couple extra handlebars and bottom braces. I really got enough to start building a fair amount of these. Literally just from scratch. But the starter cover and clutch cover seem to either get lost or broken or whatever else. When I find part saws, those are usually gone. And they have no idea where they are at, so they are gone. And yeah, so I think we're set up. I mean, it's holding 10 pounds still, so that should be, man, it's been a minute or two. usually we can hold that. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're pretty good there. Right, I'm gonna put something back in something where I don't lose it. But yeah, I think we are pretty well set there. Now we're good to finish assembling. Yeah, we're going to. She got a little wet down in there. I'll run some mix through it, drain it back out. Y'all know the deal. All right. So now that that is done, here's our oiler. Does in fact work, so that's good. We'll have to source a coil for it. There was a broke off bolt in here. Was able to get that out, so that's always fantastic. We can do that. But yeah, I'm honestly really shocked that these seals aren't leaking. These, I have not replaced these yet. So they may end up leaking as we run it. But yeah, so far that's not leaking. Our boot's not leaking. Our adapter to the cylinder's not leaking, which those are usually the main culprits I find that leak when you got to put these back together. No matter how well you do it, they usually end up leaking. But for whatever reason, this one didn't. So let's start getting her ready to go. Clean off some of this soapy water. Don't want any of it really going down in the cylinder, which granted we'll pull over a few times, get some good mix down in there. Y'all know the deal. Really, I could blow it out, I guess. That's just a little bit of carb clean. Help get her out of there. All right. Where you at? Right there. Go ahead and pull our adapter out, then we'll pull the exhaust back off. Shoot. That's why I don't like putting them on very tight. A good way to hold these. Oh, shoot. Alright. That's gonna be fun. Because now I'm probably gonna screw it up. Trying to get it back off. Gonna create a leak. Trying to get this thing back off. I may just have to hit it with a hammer. But I'll probably go ahead and wrap this one up. We're already an hour and really haven't done all that much, so I appreciate y'all watching. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And hopefully on the next one we will finish wrapping this one up. I'm gonna take off the carb, take off the exhaust, and take out our pressure tester adapter, and then I'm calling it a night because I am tired. So hope y'all have a blessed evening. Know Jesus loves you, and we will catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, y'all.